Stop being so hard on yourself. Relax. Enjoy a cup of coffee with your pal. Your number one gal. That tastes like shit. Fuck. Alright. Cup of coffee down the drain. Well, aside from that, it's been a great start to the morning, especially because I'm starting with you guys. Welcome to this channel. Kimberlee Ponce, that is my name. If you're new, welcome. If you are a maintaining subscriber, I thank you dearly, sincerely. I wanted to do a video that was like, yo, stop being so hard on yourself. And this is going to be like a little intro video to the day, and then later I have episode 3 planned for Seriously Storytime. I was feeling drawn to share the experiences I had yesterday. It's important, I think, to capture it. Just more of that like weird spiritual warfare energy stuff. I went into the coffee shop, right? It's a Starbucks on Pelham. It's like really close to the gym, and I wasn't even in the appearance of any way like looking like I was ready to go or like ready to order or anything. Like I was like fumbling with my longboard and my backpack, like struggle busing, and I don't even know where this guy but he was like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and let this person go first, and had like this really big, stupid big, insincere big, fake as fuck big smile, and I was like in the corner, like it just felt like he was trolling hard by the end of it, because like I was like, I need more time. Like, I was minding my own business. I was, like, trying to grab my wallet from the backpack, and I was, like, fumbling with my longboard. It's, like, big and heavy, and then my backpack kind of was heavy-ish because I had art supplies. And, like, he was on the phone, and then, like, just, like, it felt like one of those interactions where they're, like, trolling, or someone's paying them to be up to something, or they're just so desperate for your attention. Probably all three, or definitely one of the above. And I was like, what the fuck? I literally said, what the hell? Like, as I was grabbing my wallet, because it was just so random. Like, I was literally in my own zone. Like, he was at the counter. Like, he made it there before I did. Like, he was standing at, like, it was just so stupid. And I just hate, like, when people, like, when I, like, I'm so sensitive to energies and stuff that, like, literally going in to getting a cup of coffee is, like, an issue. I don't know why. I don't know what the fucking issue is. But then I was, like, ready or whatever after finally grabbing my stuff. And, like, I guess he, like, or I don't even know. And then I, like, went, and I was like, hi, like, this is, like, what I want, please, thank you, and then, he was, like, hanging out a little too close to me, like, while he, like, and, like, he was, like, making his presence known, like, he was just, like, there. It was, like, one of those, like, standing bars or whatever, like, it was, like, front doors over here, and then, like, standing bar thing, like, where you can kind of, like, lean, and, like, that's where I was, like, gonna do my laptop stuff right there, and I was, like, cool, I don't have to sit, because I don't even want to, like, I was, like, cool, just, like, I was uploading a YouTube video real quick, and then I was, like, let me just, like, upload it real quick, but he was, like, standing, like, there, like, he could have chose anywhere in the Starbucks place to, like, stand, and he's just choosing to be, like, closer to me, and I was, like, and I just, like, kind of rolled my eyes, I was, like, oh, this again, and I was, like, okay, whatever, and I was, like, go, and find a table, so I went down, and, like, I was, like, longboard and backpack is always kind of, like, a thing, and I found a table that was, like, across, like, from him, or whatever, and then, he comes over on his phone after a little bit of, like, me kind of, like, working, and I'm just starting to get focused and be like, okay, this is what I want to do for my, like, YouTube, and I was, like, starting to write the description box and phone, blah, blah, and then he comes over and he, like, stands and puts his back up against the wall of where, like, say, like, this is where I'm sitting in the coffee shop, and then he, like, stands, like, pretty close, like close enough, like making sure I can like see, like he's always in my line of sight. And I was like, what's going on here? And I was just like, modern day is so effing weird, like truly bizarre. Like I like don't understand why that natural gravitation towards me has to be like so creepy and aggressive. Like there's nothing wrong with staring for like a second or like a couple of seconds, but when you're staring for so long, like, or you're like making sure I'm always in, like, have you ever like had that, like when you're in a public scenario and like someone's like always making sure that they are in your line of sight and they're like doing this weird intimidation thing and you like can't really like until you just like end up leaving the public arena or whatever. And I was like no, like I'm not gonna, like, I've had to move twice now, like I'm not gonna, like, I was like enjoying my coffee, like my coffee hadn't even come yet or whatever, and I was just like, I'm gonna, like, I was waiting for that to be called, and then I got so nervous, like just having him, like, he was just there, just like he was like on the phone, and like it seemed like a stupid phone call anyway. It was like nothing's that happy and good of a time, like what the hell, and like he's just like, and I was just like aware of what I was saying, that he could hear it, and then like accidentally kind of like dropped my laptop, like, or whatever, on my thumb because I was getting like nervous because he was saying like so, like, it was weird. Like I feel people's like energy, like it's so effed up that I can't even get a cup of coffee and go to the gym without people trying their weird witchcraft on me. And then I was like, and like found another spot by the door that happened to be like right underneath the AC, so I ended up getting like a little too cold and stuff, just annoying. But towards the end I was able to get my work done and stuff, and then like basically after I found a new spot he like decided to leave, but like I don't know, like it's so weird. And then I got my work done, uploaded it, it was fine, it was awesome, got to the gym. I always do the rowing machine, and how the topic of stop being so hard on yourself, I'm getting to it. Thanks for your patience. So I was obviously drawn from this personal experience, but yeah, get to the gym, like do my thing on the rowing machine, but you know, like as soon as I sat down I kind of felt eyes on me, and I felt the intuition to just not look up, and just focus and do your thing. But I really felt I had to like practice my persistent keeping my attention on watching the water spin, and like the, you know, like that's what I loved going on it. It's so much fun. It like spin like the water and stuff. I was like focusing on that, and but I could like hella feel eyes on me, and I was like, this is uncomfortable, whatever, like maybe they just don't see people row that much, I don't know. And then I started to feel so good in my workout though that I naturally gravitated like my chin to go up a little bit because I was looking at the numbers, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing great, this is good. Started to feel like really, like right at that point, like the apex of like the endorphins in your workout, you know, when you're in that point, in that zone. They call that, yeah, for the athletes, the zone. I look up and I see and I meet his eyes, and it's like this actually the second time I've had this very like uncomfortable situation with the same man in my freaking gym, and I was like, what? Like, like this is making so much sense now. Like hindsight thoughts, like why I was being so hard on myself for like not going to the gym. I was like, because I realized that this has been like an issue, but I was always pretty quiet about it and laughed it off and acted like it wasn't happening. But just, yeah, literally men completely like stopping their workouts and just watching me do mine, and then it's normal. Modern day, I guess, shenanigans. I'm not really surprised by anything really anymore, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay, like I was like, but oh yes, the reason I was like feeling really led to share this experience though was because right as I saw his eyes, and I felt like the same fear I like felt when I caught his eyes when I was working out on the rowing machine. Same rowing machine, him in the same exact spot, happened twice now. And that was like what, it's been what, a month 3 weeks since I've been at the gym or something like that. So, you know, I'm not even going that often, and this is happening infrequently enough, like on 2 separate occasions spaced out over a month. So I don't see what I'm doing wrong other than trying to show up and get my highest vibration on the rowing machine, which I deserve, because I'm putting in the hard work, and I'm gonna pray for safety and peace of mind while I am doing that. And so that's exactly what came to mind, though, is peace of mind. Right as I looked at the numbers, it said 222, and I was like, whoa. And so I felt, and then like I kind of like, I don't know if I can explain like if it's something that I hear, but it's just knowledge that I like receive sometimes. And so it's like, it's not an audible voice that I like hear when I get these like messages or intuition or something, or it's God speaking or a Holy Spirit speaking to me, but I heard you are protected, and I saw 222 right as I like saw his eyes, and I was like, whoa. And I was like intimidated because like that was the whole point. And then I was like working out, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm protected. So I just kept thinking to myself, well, this isn't anyone's problem other than yours, buddy. I'm just doing my workout. So I'm pretty sure that equipment you're standing idle next to is looking a little lonely. Looks like it misses your flimsy, desperate, flimsy ass, dude. You should sit down on that equipment and get to work. You trying to count how many beads of sweat are dripping from my forehead? What is it you're looking so closely at? For 5 whole minutes, this guy's just staring at me, and I'm thinking, this is like getting to the point where it's like comical, like, or severely like depleting of my energy. And right at the point where I was like, just still going hard, because I had my run/hike yesterday, so I had a really good warm up, like nothing gonna bring me down, right? And then, like, I'm still going hard and stuff, but I was finding it particularly difficult to maintain my ethic after I've been distracted of like, you know, being in the zone for a little bit and being in my vibration, then all of a sudden like that jarring eye contact, and it wasn't a friendly look, and it wasn't a friendly look the last time either. It's kind of like a face that says, how dare you? That's what I was getting, and it didn't look human. It looked demonic, and I just kept going hard. And I was like, this is me. Like, I was I'm gonna keep doing, like, this is what makes me feel amazing, so I'm gonna keep doing this. And like, but I did feel like this resistance as he poured his energy in my direction. That's what I'm saying, you guys, is like these quantum physics we talked about yesterday, like, it's all energy. Like, did he say anything to me? Did he get too close to me? Did he physically touch me? Well, wait till the end of the story, but so far, have any of those things, like, it's just energy that he's pouring into me. And how did I even know that I needed to keep my eyes down and protect myself and just stay focused and look right at the water instead of the screen on the numbers, if everything really is communicated like via language, verbal language? Like, no, like, I knew that because I felt this energy warp, and I'm sensitive and I'm an empath. So I knew intuitively as soon as I sat, I was like, don't look up. I felt this like feeling like, don't look up, just like keep working and focus on like what you came here to do. And I didn't give an F. I was like, yeah, let's get to work. Like, that's my happiest time, is like on the rowing machine. Like, I have a couple of happy spots, like being in nature, but definitely, I mean, yeah, that's the best place to be, is on the water. And you know, that's my vibe. So I was like, whatever, this guy, like, he ain't nothing, you know, he ain't nothing. Like, he ain't nothing on this workout that I got going on. Plus my morning warm up. Like, this is dope. This is great. Nothing's gonna bring me down. And then, you know, I caught his eyes after seeing my my pull, my resistance was, its strokes per meter is 222, and I heard and felt like the voice or this audible knowledge or intuition of, you're protected, as I saw 222. And then I was thinking more and more to myself, like, this is getting harder and harder, and I keep feeling him staring at me. This is really uncomfortable. And then I was like, getting to the point where I was like, man, I feel like I'm losing my energy because this is distracting me so much. And I felt like he was doing some weird, like, energy, like, mind warping stuff with me. It was so intense and, like, weird and, like, just sucking my energy. I haven't had any coffee yet today, so please just... God, that tastes like shit. Okay. Oh, it's so hard to make a cup of coffee. Yeah, man. And then I was like, just at the point of feeling like I might, like, just kind of take it easy, or like I was kind of feeling like quit, like give up, like stop, like, because I was losing my energy, and I was like, this is awkward. It was a good solid 5 minutes or longer, just, and I thought, I'm gonna win this, I'm gonna keep going, and you're gonna get bored of watching me work out. I'm gonna keep going, like, watch as long as you want, you know. I was like, but then I, like, right at the point where I was like, damn, like, this is really taking my zone, my chi out of me, or whatever. I saw, like, 22 or something like that, or it was another 222, but then I heard again, like, you're protected, and then he like, did the, like, a little, like, and then he's just, like, he kind of, like, smugly, like, how dare you kind of a look, and then, but then, like, did this with his towel, and then, like, started to get back on his machine and, like, work out again. And I was like, okay, or something. And then I kept going, and then I found, and I was like, well, I'm gonna row till 5,000. That was what was in my mind, 5,000 kilometers. And then I was like, okay, I got this. But then I was, like, starting to feel, even after he left and stopped staring at me, he, like, went over here. I was like, damn, that really fucked me up. I was like, damn, like, that, like, really, like, mentally, like, challenged me, because now I'm, like, losing. I was like, you know what, though? And, like, but in my head I was trying to fight. I was like, you know what? I was gonna go 5,000, but because you gave me hater energy, I'm gonna go 7,000. So thanks for making me greater. And then I was like, but I was, like, going till 7,000, but then, like, before I even got to 5,000, right as I was thinking about how negative all that was, guess what mother comes through? Yeah, so let me explain to you, by the way. The gym, right? Here's the windows. Main walkway that everyone walks on. Main walkway. Here's me rowing, working hard. Huff, puff, whatever. Like, doing my thing, like, minding my own business, and cute little smile on my face. There we go. Okay. And then here's the windows and stuff, overlooking Tall Parkway, pretty. And then here's this dude just, like, staring at me for 5 minutes, and he's, like, doing that little, like, auxiliary machine or whatever. I'm not too worried about actual graphics, but I'm just trying to show y'all, this is the normal walkway. And then there's, like, literally rowing machine, and then, like, a elliptical right here, and then behind this are treadmill. So it's a pretty packed area. Okay, it's a pretty packed area. He stopped staring at me for, like, 5 minutes after being a weirdo and, like, sucking the soul out of my energy while I'm trying to get an endorphin rush, you know. And he's like, I'm gonna go over here and stuff, because I can see that I'm not gonna win again in this demonic warfare, and she's protected, and just, like, gave up or whatever. But then right as I was thinking about him, he comes back through, like, creepily, and centimeters away from me, walks out of the gym, like, this way. Like, oh wait, okay, so, like, he comes from this way and catches me off guard, and then, like, goes past me. Like, okay, this diagram isn't the best. Hold on, let me start over. Literally, this is the main walkway. It's cool. This is the main walkway, right? Literally me working out, smile on my face, yay. Him being creepy and staring. Literally, there's even more, yeah, treadmill. And then there's literally like ellipticals like all throughout here, and like it's like a very packed area. But he like went over here and disappeared, and then came back through here and like creepily came up from like this behind area, and then like walked past me and like got like way too close, and like I felt like almost like the brush of his negative energy even like shoot out at me more. And it was like he did not need to get to that. He did not need to go behind and like get near my machine at all. There's literally this entire normal walkway. I felt like I didn't do like the diagram justice. Like that let's just forget the diagram ever was there. But you guys get it. Like, you know, people like don't use, like, there's literally a 10-foot walkway where main traffic, foot traffic is in that gym. And I'm on literally this like packed area of ellipticals and rowing machine in front of me, elliptical right here, and he kind of comes out from like, and it's like elliptical machine, like something in front of me, like everything's like packed right here, and he kind of comes in like snakes through like a snake, and like snakes through the machines, and then like instead of like going literally on the main, like he didn't need to get that close to me, he was trying to send a message, and it was felt, and it was like very uncomfortable. Like first staring for 5 minutes, and then like no one's gonna mess up my workout, like no one's gonna stop me. So I was at like, I wasn't even at 5,000 yet, but then he comes back around right as I'm thinking about him again, and I saw, and then this is, no, yeah, okay, so this is when I saw 222 again, or I saw it again, or I saw some number, like I got some confirmation, I think it was that like 222 again, like on like the monitor or whatever. And then I got up and he was waiting for the elevator, and I walked over to him and I said, "Hey, what are you doing when you're just staring at me?" And he smiled and was like, "Staring at you?" And I said, "Yeah." And then what was the whole point of walking so close to me when there's a whole walkway? You don't need to walk so close to me. You don't need to stare at me and like get so close to me. And this is like right next to where all the other guys are working out, and he's getting on the elevator too. So this is within earshot of other like young men like who are actually doing the workout and minding their own business, like awesome people should and do in the gym. Like, I don't understand why the protocol can't be followed and people can't resist their demonic urges to suck other people's soul while they're in the mid-workout. Beats me. And then he gets on like the elevator, and I was like, "I know what you're doing." Like, I called him out, and I bet he was like kind of scared while he rode that elevator back down. And I almost said, as the elevator door was closing, "I'm not scared of you," but I figured that'd be a little too much, and I'd like just appear like a chihuahua yapping. So, yeah, you know, I wanted to share this video on like stop being so hard on yourself, because I was realizing in my mind that actually the best approach to problem solving is like to face it head on. And so like, don't be so hard on yourself that life really is like this hard. And like, that was a lesson for me too, that I had been working out, but then was getting a lot of weird energy of like attention when I wasn't wanting it, when I was trying to focus. And that's why going to the gym has been so hard. I didn't realize that that was part of the mental resistance I had. I was like, "Oh, okay, good job, girl. Like, you're not just lazy. You're not just lacking this motivation. You're not just, you know, completely hopeless anymore after a certain age or a certain couple injuries in a row." Like, I was really like piling it on, like, why am I not the best? Why am I not there yet? And I just was like, cool. Like, God, I think spoke to me today. I was like, cool. Like, pat yourself on the back. Also, please pat yourself on the back. You know, because we're really doing the best we can, and there's no need to be so hard on yourself. It's good to have goals, and it's good to feel a little bit of guilt, but dwelling in that won't, I don't think, breed you much success. So it behooves us to keep moving and take on different perspectives. And so, yeah, man, I wanted to share that little bit of that story, and kind of like expose some of the weird warfare going on out there. But it's kind of cool too how we can like 100% problem solving is like 100% facing whatever it is head on. that actor Chazz something. He's the director and writer, brilliant actor and creative mind, Chazz he's Italian, but he directed the movie A Bronx Tale, and I was watching this episode, and it was like about one of his actually paranormal experiences, but he said, I can't say it exactly perfectly as well as he did, I don't think, but paraphrasing roughly, it was like the best way to defeat your problem, or the best way to deal with the ghost is if you're in the middle of the hallway and you hear a ghost, the best way to deal with it is to turn around and say hi. Something along those lines, and I was like, oh, that was wicked. Like, I kind of like that. It was like, because it's like we do have these, like, we have this dark side. So like confronting it, not necessarily like acknowledging and saying hi and like welcoming that like energy, but just turning around and dealing with it head on is like the point. You know what I'm saying? And just being like, okay, this is the issue. Like if you know what the disaster is, and if you can be reflective enough to identify what the issue is in your life, and then work on, okay, I'm going to integrate it and face this head on, you're set. For sure. So yeah, problem solving, facing everything dead on. And so I feel like that's kind of what I did. I kind of was like, you know what, this is the second time this has happened, because last time he made me feel really uncomfortable and stared at me for a really long time on the same exact rowing machine, and he was standing in that same exact spot. So this is the second time that's happened. Coincidence? I think not. I'm going to handle this right now. And I'm for sure feeling awesome, because I know like he won't be doing that again, because I kind of put him on blast in front of the other guys, like at the gym. The guys that were actually just zenning and focusing in on the workout, like doing like the little like, these ones and stuff, like the auxiliary arm section where guys have like the, I don't know, and the auxiliary arm section where they do like these ones or whatever, like, I don't know, the complicated looking ones. I only do the like, bicep, tricep, one where it's like two like things of rope and you pull down. I like that a lot, but I haven't been able to figure out the other machines there. So that's basically the vid. Thanks for chilling, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Stop being so hard on yourself. You're awesome. You're great as you are. You're absolutely beautiful and wonderful, and honestly, a creation. Think about that. Like, this is a life that we have, an opportunity. How are you going to take charge of it? How are you going to optimize the opportunities and resources that are currently in your life? What are 3 things you can like think about? Man, I'm really grateful for it, because gratitude is the best way to optimize the process of receiving more blessings. Yo, girl, gotta go. Lift some weight, get swole. So stay lit. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay chosen. Peace.